Real Talk Barbershop 870. Let's get it. Yeah, it's your boy Ro.
It's your boy PreachBoi Spann.
It's your boy BB the Motivator.
And I am JR, aka Mr. Rogers, and you tuned in to
Real Talk Barbershop 870.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Here we go. We back in the house again.
Hey,
Yes,
I
sir.
stole your words, they wrote.
What you do?
You dig?
You did?
Y'all always stealing somebody's words.
Man,
Here we go.
Well, damn.
You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
I thought you say let's get it.
I do.
You said both of them
And he
today.
did.
Man, shout out to them Chickasaw from last night beating the
Beating the shit out the
all right. Forest City, man.
They do,
Big
man.
Shot
Beat the shit.
Big Shot had 33,
Don't play with him.
1 and 2,
He is him.
and 3 blocks.
He is him.
And
Man.
by the time y'all see it, we know y'all be in the state championship.
He
Just
is
like
him.
that. But we still shouting y'all because we think about y'all.
He is him.
Shout out to them chicks. What we got going on today, man?
Man, big shout out to them Cowboys. That was that bullshit. All right, look.
The league.
Yeah, he tripping already.
Hey, look, man. Look, man. We got a very special episode today, man. We back with another. We finna bless y'all. We finna bless y'all
That's
right
the perfect
here.
word to say, ain't it, man?
Finna bless y'all
the world.
with some, bless the world with some exclusive
Man, we introduced
about my big brody, man.
Man, we about this.
If
this
you
word
didn't
to
know him-
extraordinaire.
If you didn't know him, you're about to know who the hell he is.
just like that.
You did.
Got
You know
all
what I'm talking
type
about?
of things you do.
Hey, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm sitting in this nigga seat today. Feel real good. Feel different.
Yes, sir.
Feel different
He
sitting
sure
over
got
here.
you talking.
Feel that?
Yes, sir.
One thing that C got you talking.
It's that
man.
yak.
Is that what it is?
That motherfucking yak.
He
Here
got
we
you
go.
Talking, man. I know
Here
that
we
boy.
go.
It's
Here we
that
go.
yak, nigga.
Anyway.
That's rolling,
Yeah.
man. I tell you,
Anyway, man.
James, tell us something about him
Man,
before we bring
man,
him
you
in.
know, I can tell you
Jay
a
got
lot.
part of him.
Yeah, ain't no secret. I can tell him. I can tell you a lot. You know, I've been knowing him since he was about 5 years old.
Already.
It's been a long time coming,
Give me that yak.
man.
Jay, tell us that go before we introduce him, man. Go
Hey, I
on.
will get to
Jay,
the story.
before you introduce him, tell us the story, man, at the house when he put them guns out.
Oh man,
I heard about that motherfucker.
y'all want to talk about it?
I
man?
heard
Tell
about
us, man,
that
before we
one.
introduce him.
I'm
man.
gonna tell you the story real
I heard
fast,
about
man.
this.
I'm gonna do it real quick though.
Yeah, do it,
Man, we was
Jay.
in a house full of cats. It's probably about 20 of us in there, man. Shout out to Dirt. Dirt, you was in the house when you Dirty Roll.
Dirty Roll.
Big
June.
shots of Dirty
June.
Road.
It was a lot of, I don't even remember who
Big
else was in
shouts
there,
out
but there
to-
was a lot of cats in there,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Man,
Yo.
Dirty Roll
We were young.
and Shabby got into it. They got into it.
Shout out to Ro, man. That's my brother.
Best friend.
Just like that. They got into it in there. Want to see who the strongest. They done wrestled, locked up. Dirty Roll picked Spann up and slammed the hell out of his ass.
Slam shit out of him.
I think he knocked him out.
Power bomb. Hey, power bomb. It was a
I think
power
he knocked
bomb.
him out, bro.
Come on,
I think
man.
he knocked him out.
My
So
head hit that concrete, man.
It was a
I
power
think he
bomb.
knocked him out.
Yeah,
So Dirty Roll, he knew. He was like, man, this nigga, he's gonna go
He
crazy.
fucked up. He knew
Roll
he
shot
fucked
out the
up.
house phew, like a rocket.
Dirty Roll shout out.
Shot out the house like a rocket, man. Spann wakes up. He was clearly knocked out if he woke up right or wrong.
Yeah, he woke up.
He wake up. Man, where he at, man? Where he at, man? man, we telling him, man, he gone, man. He gone. Well, I tell you what, ain't nobody. First of all, I done missed the part. He got the 2 knives. He got the 2 knives. He got the 2 knives.
Hold on, the nines or the knives?
The
Nine
9mm pistols.
Oh, he got the knives.
9mm pistols.
He
man.
brought the pistols out.
Pull the pistols out.
Okay.
He said, man,
We were young.
if y'all don't tell me where he at, ain't nobody leaving the house. Ain't nobody really saying nothing. We in them old trip. You know what I'm saying? I tell you what, I'm finna kill everybody up in here. Hear me out. He said, I'm finna kill everybody up in here but James. Once again,
God damn.
dirt in the house. It's a lot of niggas in the house. They family members and everything.
Everybody out.
Man, we were
I'm
young.
finna
Everybody
kill
gotta
everybody
die
in
but
here
James.
Everybody.
Everybody gotta go.
but James.
God
What
damn.
you say, Jay?
Thank you, Jesus. Y'all better tell him something. Y'all better tell him something. It's gonna be a problem.
Jay, did you
man.
leave?
It went no pray for me to leave.
Yeah, 'cause you was straight.
I was straight.
You want to get
Man,
killed?
I wasn't.
young, man.
No, we was young. We
Yeah,
probably about
probably
14,
had been
15 years old. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he did that, man. But yeah, shout out to man. We got
Give me that
the one and only. We got the one and only, man.
PreachBoi Spann.
PreachBoi Spann in the
PreachBoi
house.
Spann in the motherfucking his house.
Yes, sir.
Nigga.
Yes, sir. Shout out to PreachBoi, man.
Man, what's up, man?
What's happening, Doc?
Hey, it feels good to be in the hot seat, man.
Feel good to be in the hot seat. Hold on. Nigga, hold on. I gotta say this shit.
What's up, bro?
Nigga, you created the hot seat.
Yeah,
You started the hot seat.
That's what I'm saying.
So how you look? They don't say nothing till I get done.
Go for it. Talk.
Nigga, how I feel to be in your goddamn chair, nigga. Goddamn.
Hey, man, what y'all
Tell him,
been on,
tell him
man?
how it feels.
Went crazy.
Goddamn.
Answer his question.
Answer my question.
I'm going to answer your question.
Answer my
man,
question.
You got to calm down. It's
I
too
can't.
early,
I
man.
can't. I'm excited.
Doing
I'm
all that
excited.
hollering,
Hey, look.
man.
I'm excited. Hey, look. Check this out, y'all. Hey, look. Check this out, y'all. I'm sitting in this nigga chair, and that nigga in the hot seat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a crazy ass episode, right?
Man, we interviewing PreachBoi. Let's
we
go,
PreachBoi,
PreachBoi.
man.
And we get it wrong.
Man.
We interviewing PreachBoi, nigga.
Yes, sir.
Shit.
No, man, but for real, man, it feels good to be in sitting in something I created, man.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Something that I branded. The hot seat. You know, I ain't gonna get too deep in the story. That come later on down the line. But it feels good. I don't get a chance to sit in my own chair that often. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, man, you know, fortunately, my chair have other people in it.
Yeah.
You know, I be servicing other people, so it feels good. Yeah. So it feels good to be able to, you know, sit in my own seat, man,
And then
amongst my brothers.
You'll
Yes,
see.
sir.
You'll see one thing about it, man. You said you don't get to sit in your seat too much, but other people do. But guess what? Those people have been a major blessing to you.
Man, absolutely. Man, I thank God for every person that ever sat in my seat, man.
Yes, sir.
Every person that I ever cut their head one time, I appreciate it.
Appreciate them.
Yeah.
Me and my son sitting there every week.
Yeah.
Shit, I know I
appreciate
do.
y'all, man.
I appreciate you, man, because, nigga, get impeccable.
Get impeccable.
Get
Like
impeccable.
that.
Already. Get impeccable, man.
You see it.
Well, what's up, man?
Man,
What we got today?
Man, we want to introduce the world to you, man. We know you got a story.
Oh,
You
no
know what
doubt.
I mean? You know,
No
we know
doubt.
you got a story of a very successful brother. Man, we love you.
Man.
You know what I mean? You know, man, you got a
Much
great
love.
father, great husband.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Great businessman.
Big dog.
Man, thank
But
you,
we
man.
want to talk about before you became these great people, it was some things that had to take place to get you there. So, man, we just kind of want you to put your story out there a little bit, man. Kind of tell the world who you are. Who is PreachBoi?
Who is PreachBoi,
From your
man?
perspective.
Well, man, PreachBoi.
Start at the beginning.
Yes,
Start at the beginning. Let's start at the beginning.
I'm gonna start at the beginning, man.
Boy, crazy.
Let's go,
Hey,
bro.
man,
Let's
for
go,
real,
bro.
man. We just joking. But PreachBoi, man, actually, I'm Shavai's fan. You know,
Shavai.
you know, most of the people that went to school with me, they wouldn't know that my name is Shavaius. they think my name's Chavez.
Shit, I thought your name was
Yeah,
Chavez.
and I thought my name was Chavez. You know, most of my life.
I didn't know.
You know, it was only a few years back before my mom passed that I needed my birth certificate for something, and on my birth certificate, it says Shavaius.
Right.
So I'm Shavaius fan. So, but check this out, man. I done went through all my school years. I done been to the penitentiary. We're gonna talk about that. And they got me as Chavez.
Chavez.
Man, they had the wrong person locked up. Man, I'm Shavaius.
You maybe do some
money.
Yeah.
You know,
The money.
Man, pay my nigga, man. That one him.
man, you know, we're going to do it the right way, man. If a lawyer out there, y'all watching this, and you think y'all can help me get something, hit me up. Let's
Because his name is Shavaius.
Yeah, my name's Shavaius.
Boy, I ain't
You
know
know what
that
I'm saying?
shit. I
So
did not
since
know
my name's Shavaius, I got two juniors. Because I had a Chavez Jr.
Shavaius.
And now that my name's Shavaius, I got a Shavaius Jr.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
so, you
dope.
know.
Now, we ain't never heard about got two juniors.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying,
got
man.
it.
You
We
got two
we all on the show that be breaking history though.
we are. Break
That's
we
good.
break records.
Yeah, I got two juniors, man. But no, man, I'm just a little boy, man. Little boy, man, that love to have fun. Grew up right here in Blytheville, Arkansas. Real active. Like to do a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like to get into a lot of stuff. Did a lot of stuff when I was young. I'm a church boy. Been to church all my life. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was a musician at an early age. That's how it all started.
So how did you get the name PreachBoi?
Well, PreachBoi we gotta talk about a few other names.
PreachBoi gonna be a good boy.
He has
we
had a whole lot of other names before PreachBoi came.
Yeah,
we tell him about CopKiller.
We
gonna say PreachBoi then.
We gotta go back to CopKiller before we get near PreachBoi.
All right, Shad, tell us you growing up. Tell us about you growing up.
Okay.
How you
Okay. So when I came up, man, my real father, he went in my life, but I had a male figure in my life, my father, the one who actually raised me. So I came up in a 2-parent home. Shout out to Mom, shout out to Mutan. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
man,
Michelle.
I ain't gonna lie, Ro. I can't say I had a lot of dudes say they done had a tough upbringing and they was poor. And I'm kind of like you, man. I couldn't really tell.
Yeah.
Man, my mama and them, man, they did good as far as I know. I mean, I had the latest game consoles. Whatever the shoes was, you know what I'm saying? I had the shoes, you know what I'm saying? So me and my sister, we grew up good, man. We stayed on Lily Street.
Yes, sir.
Lily Street, man, 1206 South Lily. That was our address, man. You know, we played outside. I was an adventurous kid, man. I used to do a lot of stuff, climb trees, you know what I'm saying, jumping on mattresses, flipping, all type of stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Swimming in the flood.
Yeah. You know, we
Not the
did,
flood, it'll be.
yeah, we did that type
East
of
Road,
stuff, man. We had fun when it rained and stuff like that. But you know, man, coming up through school, I was always smart. Yeah, shout out to that. Always on honor roll.
Shout out to honor roll, baby. Shout out to the honor roll.
Yeah, man. I was always athletic. I played sports. Love sports, man. You know, basketball. When it was time to play football, I was quarterback in football.
Was you good?
Yeah, I was dope.
Was you good or decent? Was you decent or good?
Nah, I was dope, man. I started in everything.
Ooh.
Yeah, starting pitcher, starting quarterback, starting shooting guard.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's a bad
you know, and then, you know, I think once I got about BB talking about he want to get the CopKiller so bad, man. CopKiller is just, a lot of people ask me about that. Yeah, PreachBoi Spann. They used to call me CopKiller, you know.
Yes, sir, Cop.
That's what all my, if I heard you call me that name, I know you knew me from back in the day.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And now I ain't killed no cop because I know everybody, man, have you killed a cop?
Right.
No, I ain't killed no cop, man. You know, I was a rapper. And back then, you know, we used to try to have them hard, tough names. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was CopKiller.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't cut you off, but then I have a song. Did you would kill a cop?
That was Lil Pimp.
Lil Pimp.
That was Lil Pimp.
Shout out to Lil Pimp, man.
Big shouts out to Lil Pimp.
Paranoid.
You know, we were big capping. Man, I think I killed a cop.
Let that rap about 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I think there was Lil Pimp and Corey. Yeah, man.
Kimbrough.
Yeah, man. Shout out to them guys, man. But no, we was capping. We were rapping about any and everything, you know. And I think it all started like in the 7th grade. Me and Dirty Row, Lil Pimp, and Paranoid. Yeah. We had a group.
Shout out to them.
You remember that?
Man.
You
Yes,
know,
sir.
shout out. Yeah, I was in the 7th grade. That's Poo Poo.
Poo Poo. Okay.
Yeah, Poo
Reggie
Poo.
Mitchell.
Yeah, Red. Shout out to Poo Poo.
Shout out to Poo Poo.
Yeah, man. So we had a group, and man, our manager was Poo Poo and them brother. Man,
Lil B.
Yeah, Lil B.
Lil B.
Man, Lil B used to have us, man, we were going to the studio in Jonesboro, man. Man, we had to go through some stuff, man.
Yeah, shout out to Lil B.
Man, we were going to the studio in Jonesboro, man. Lil B had us on the back of a little S10 truck, man.
Lil Chevy.
Y'all drove all the way down there on the back.
back of
Yeah,
the
the
truck?
rapper, we in the back.
God damn.
Illegal.
All the way
Yeah.
to John Brown.
And it's
Yeah, we
illegal.
were going to the studio. It was cold.
God,
Hey, man, roll them.
How many of y'all back there?
Man, it was the group.
Oh, the group.
You
The
know,
whole
I think
group.
Poo Poo got a chance to sit up front every now and again because they was in the truck. You know what I'm saying? You know, but for the most part, man, we was back there toughing it out.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
So, but we, man, you know, when I started rapping, you know what I'm saying, man, remember I was good at sports, real good at sports, you know, basketball. Shout out to all my early coaches. But I'm like that kid, man, that a lot of people say, you know, they had to go towards the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't have mama, they ain't have daddy, and I ain't have to go that route. Right. There was a route I chose though.
You chose that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just curious. I'm just a curious kid. You know what I'm saying? So man, I remember in the 7th grade, man, no lie. I'm 7th grade, 14. How old you is in 7th grade? 13, 14?
7th grade, 12, 13.
About 12.
Yeah.
12.
Well, probably a little later than that. I think I was about 14.
About 13.
About 13, somewhere in there. Anyway, man, me and my partner, bro, we was skipping school. We was the starters on the basketball team. We skipping school to sell dope on the 1st and the 15th. But we coming to school, we making it to school at 7 period for basketball practice.
Yeah.
I ain't went to school the whole day.
I ain't went to school the whole day. The killing part is, man, they used to let us practice. Am I lying, bro? Man, they used to let, man, one time they sent us to the office, and I remember Mr. Stubblefield said,
shout out to Mr. Stubblefield.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Stubblefield. He was like, man, where y'all been? We said, man, we been at the studio. Stupid excuse. We in the 7th grade.
Yeah, at
the studio.
But we don't skip school all day and been to the studio. Guess what they did?
Let you practice.
Let her go on practice.
He probably felt like, well, at least he told us the truth.
Yeah.
Because he probably was shocked himself.
Yeah, you
the
know
studio.
what I'm saying? But I'm just
You know what I'm
saying, we
saying?
was doing stupid stuff
And then,
like.
think about it though. They could have been saying, man, he probably knew better. But then he said, if I don't let him come practice, guess what? They going back to that.
Yeah.
same
Going back to the
situation.
studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know what the
studio,
reason
though.
was, you
I
know.
get what you're saying.
I don't know what the reason
to the
was.
trap.
We were just tripping like, dang, they let us go to practice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, that's when life started really just getting curious, man. I was rapping, you know what I'm saying? I started staying out late. Mama and them, I always had a lot of freedom. You know, they were never just really strict on me. Yeah. So I was always able to, and my sister tell you this, I was always able to do what I wanted to do for the most part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, that's when I started actually trying to do the streets at a young age, still trying to keep my grades up at school and rapping.
Right.
And rapping, you know what I'm saying? From that point, I guess we I ain't really doing no harsh crimes and nothing like that. You know, they call me CopKiller. It's just the cool rap name. You know what I'm saying? We going to the studio. We recording. We making what we think we call hit. Me and Dirty Row, we all down there in Memphis at Club Flamingo performing hits. We performing a song that called Hit 'Em Up. I made the beat. It's
Hit 'em
me.
up.
Yeah, hit 'em up. Look.
Hit 'em up. Hit 'em up.
Yeah.
What?
yeah. That was me, Poo Poo, Paranoid. I mean, me, Poo Poo, Lil Pimp, and Ro. Man, we done went down to Memphis, man. Me and Ro did the whole song. It sounded young, different voices, little scratchy voices and everything. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, of course, I'm from the East Side, man.
Yes,
shout out to them East
Big
Braves.
shout out to the East Side, man.
You know what I'm saying, man? So, like I said,
I'm from the East Side too, man.
yeah. Hey, back then,
I banged the West, though. I banged the West.
Them East and West games.
It's crazy.
Oh, man.
That was it.
Hey,
We
man.
could beat the shit out of West back in the day.
was it.
Nigga, stop playing with that.
He
East
already
and
know,
West.
man.
East and West.
We don't get into
Well, he
that.
talking about
Yeah,
back in
we
the
ain't
day. I
gonna-
was
we
much
ain't
younger.
Yeah, you young. Yeah, your era. We wasn't thinking about y'all then.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get in that, man, because we got some stories on that basketball court
When I
and
played,
football.
he didn't have a chance. And
Slow down,
shout out
Chief.
to my boy Cecil Mitchell.
Slow down,
Cecil Turtle,
Chief.
and Ham,
We always were hard
and
on the
Terry
court
Davis,
now.
Antonio Everett. Shout out to my
Hey,
brother.
man, let me get back
Go
to my
ahead,
story,
man.
man. You interrupting me with some nonsense.
He on some bullshit.
Anyway, man, you know what I'm saying? That's I'm athletic. That's when sports kicked in. I'm still trying to, you know what I'm saying, see what the streets got. You know, I'm out there, I'm selling dope. at a young age, I remember my stepbrother, man, Sherrill Buckley, man.
Oh man, little buck.
Yeah, man. He told on me one time.
He done told him.
Yeah, he told on me one time, man. I think he got mad. He got mad because he got a whooping for something, man. They used to get them whoopings, man. He got a whooping for something. And he told Mama that I had some crack rocks in the top of the closet in my asthma pump.
Damn.
Exactly like that.
And, man, I'm just looking, man. I think I'm probably like 15 at this time. And Mama done went to the top of the closet, got my asthma pump, and found a crack in her. Man, at that moment, man, I think I hurt Mama worse than, I ain't never seen her like that. She was just like, man, I don't want this, y'all better not never find this in my house again. And she flushed it. You know, me being a kid, I would mess up by Mama hurt. But you already know, I was like, God, oh, man, Mama flushing.
My money.
Yeah, she flushed my crack. You know what I'm saying?
How much crack was it?
At 15, it's probably about $300 or $400, whatever. It was already cut up. Just had him in the asthma pump. And he told on me.
Rocks in my
Sherrill, you remember that, don't you?
Nigga, you talking?
Yeah, man. But you know, as things progressing, I'm just getting more curious, man, and I'm leaning a lot towards the street. You know, doing a lot of stupid stuff. You know, I told y'all I was a church boy. You know, me and my cousin, we played the guitars at a young age at church.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about love music. And they looking at us like these little good boys. And shout out to June. June probably was a good boy at that time.
Yeah.
Shout out June Tyler.
You know what I'm saying? But
Boy, you crazy. That bitch.
But man, here I am. Man, I'm hiding dope in the church, and they don't even know this. In the back of my guitar amp.
Oh wow. Well, you held.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
And man, in the back of, they don't even know this, man. And I want people to know, man, because man, I don't came from a long way.
Yes, sir.
I'm talking about, man,
in the back of the guitar.
In the back of my amp. You know, they had a little compartments in there.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Wow. Man, y'all don't be mad at me. That's what it was. Man, I had dope in my amp. Not even think. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. I can tell you a story. One time, me and Dirt, we going to church.
Shout out to Dirt.
Shout out to Dirt, man.
Dirt been around y'all long.
Yeah, Dirt one of them long time friends, man. 30 plus.
Ain't no secret.
Yeah, man. So we go to church. You know, black folk, we go to church on New Year's night. You know, watch me.
Yeah.
We in church all night, man. One night, man, Dirt went with me this particular night, man. We over there at church, man. You know, I'm playing drums at this time, man. I'm playing the drums, and a sack of drugs fell out my pocket. Some crack rock.
Yeah.
Damn. Crack at the church.
We at church. No lie.
Crack at the church.
No lie. Man, I kept playing the drum with one hand. I picked it up with my other hand, and right there in the church, in front of the deacon board, tossed it to Dirt so he can hold it, and kept playing drum.
They ain't know what it was going.
They ain't know what it was.
They ain't seen nothing.
They ain't know what it was.
They probably seen it, but they still want to know.
You know, and then they probably, man, I was young, so they
ain't thinking that nothing.
Man, they ain't never. I mean, like when I used to get in trouble, bro, couldn't nobody believe it. They couldn't believe it. Not Chavez, because Chavez go to church. Man, Chavez,
super athlete.
Chavez an athlete.
Smart.
Chavez on honor roll.
He was a good guy.
Man, I was doing all that, but I was still doing what I was doing in the streets. And then 1998.
Before you go to 98, Preach, let me ask you something real quick.
Yeah.
Man, because I want to ask this question because you said earlier in your interview, you said that, man, you were smart, you didn't struggle, pretty much parents gave you.
Man, I had it.
Man, before you go to 19, wherever you were going, man, for a kid that's like that now, what made you want the street? What made you want to go that route?
Man, B, I just think it was.
I've been wanting to know that question, but I ain't even really asked you that before. But what made you want to go that route?
I think it was out of curiosity, and then at the same time, man, you know, when you look at our neighborhoods and you look and see who got what, look like who really doing it or got some money. Yeah. It always leads to somebody in the street. You know, you can look in, man, when we was coming up, you know, you see the people that got the money is the cat daddies. And, you know what I'm saying? The Roy Wells, them, you know what I'm saying, man? Them was the one that had the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that always led to the street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody wants some money.
Right.
Everybody wants some money, and man, look, I think in the 10th grade, like, I don't know. I just wanted to get out of my mom and them house so bad, cause I got a brother 10 years younger than me, and when my brother was born, my mentality was, man, I don't want mama to have to do nothing for me. I want my mama to take care of my brother.
Shout out to Star.
And we weren't struggling. I mean, man, we weren't struggling. Yeah. Right. But man, now I'm in the streets, man. I'm on high speed chase all the time. Yeah. I'm talking about, man. I remember I was on. They had me on a high speed chase, and I stopped the car, and I ain't put it in park. I left it in drive. So, cause I knew that if I got out and I started running, the police gonna have to stop the car instead of chase me. Yeah. Man, they did just what I thought they were gonna do. They ran to the car to stop the car, but while I was jumping the fence, I think it was David Foreman, whatever his name was. David Floyd. He said, Chavez Spann, we'll catch up with you later.
Just like that.
Yeah. So I now they know me in the system. They know me in the system. I remember being in the back of the police car one time, and they were like, Karen, yeah, that's the one that be robbing everybody. And I'm in the back seat. I remember saying, man, I ain't robbing nobody. Right. You know what I'm saying? But that's
the MO they had on you.
That was the route that I had started to go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, man?
Let me jump in here real fast for you, Spann. And I actually just jumping off BB subject. I actually seen when Chavez transitioned to the street. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Me and Travis Williams. Shout out to Travis Williams. You know what I'm saying? I remember us being probably about 13 years old. Me, Chavez, and Travis walking down the road, and a group of cats coming up the road. And Chavez tell me and Trav, man, look here, I'm finna get jumped into the gang.
A gang.
What gang was it?
I can't go with that. I don't know, bro. I can't tell you nothing. I don't know. Maybe GD or something. But anyway, I don't know. But anyway, I remember him telling us this. And he said, I'm finna get jumped into the gang, and y'all don't help me. Because, you know, we partners. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all ready to ride.
We came up together. Me, Travis came up together. You know what I'm saying? So me and Travis, we all in the same situation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he tell us, man, look here, man. Man, I'm finna get these. This probably 7-8 cats coming up the road. Yeah. He's saying, man, look here, man. I'm finna get jumped in this gang, and don't help me. Me and Travis looking like, you got to be out your damn mind. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, me and Trav, and shout out to Trav, he know. Yeah, we turned around and we went the other way because we couldn't handle it. Yeah, seeing them getting jumped. Yeah, this our team. Yeah, and that's when his transition started. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? From my eyes, go ahead. I just had to throw that in there.
I was wild, bro.
That's good.
I mean, it was like, man, I always wanted to get my own. You know what I'm saying? And then I surrounded myself with people who thought like I thought. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I remember one time, man, I was in high school and we was at basketball practice, and Coach Jumper, shout out to Coach Jumper, man.
Shout out to Coach Jumper.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Jumper. He had the starters in there. He talked to the starters, and he was telling us, he was like, man, y'all can be whatever y'all want to be, man. Y'all got the potential to go to college and do something. He was like, man, y'all got good grades, this and that. And he was saying all that. And then he stopped. He said, but you, Chavez, if you don't change who you hang with, he said, you're going to end up in a penitentiary or maybe even dead.
Damn.
How old was you?
I was like 7th or 8th grade.
7th or 8th grade.
Man, I heard this when I was young.
East.
I was young,
East.
man.
We
You know what I'm
bad.
saying? They coach them went dumb. They saw the pattern, how we was missing school. You know what I'm saying? Just coming for basketball and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but he was just letting me know, if you don't change your surroundings,
You head that way.
it may not look good for you.
Wow.
And you know what I'm saying? So, but I continue to do what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a good guy. I go to church.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got good grades. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this. And I ain't really having to ask mama and them for money no more. I mean, and James, let me tell you, man, I had an apartment on Kentucky Street when I was in the 10th grade.
Ain't no doubt about it.
10th grade. We used to be able to leave school back then for lunch.
Yeah, you got open campus.
Man, we used to go to my house.
I don't know shit
my
about
house,
that.
man, and get high.
Yep.
High as fuck, huh?
Yes, sir.
We used, I ain't not my mama and them, my own house on Kentucky.
You had your own house.
In the 10th grade, an apartment.
Damn.
Yeah, me and my first baby mama. Yeah, we had our own apartment, and then we ended up getting a house. I'm talking about in the 10th grade. Man, I bought my own Jeep Cherokee. Jay, y'all remember that Jeep Cherokee, man? I bought that my own money. I ended up buying me a Chevy Caprice, 1980.
Yep.
Y'all remember that?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you still with this all in 10th grade?
Man, this I'm in 10th grade. I'm athletic. You know what I'm saying? Before then, my mama had gave me you know what I'm saying, popular.
Very popular, yeah.
You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
hang with her,
Because if
everybody
you
hang
got a
with
crib in a house back in them days, nigga, you the motherfucking man.
her. But he was popular
Well,
before that, though. He was popular.
Anyway.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get from under. I wanted to do what I wanted to do, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I shouldn't have been like that, because me being like that took me down a route that I really didn't want to go in life. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Preach, before you tell us about that route, let's go to a commercial break.
Let's pay these bills, man.
Yo.
This episode of Real Talk Barbershop 870 is sponsored by
None other than G's Place. Have you tried the hot honey gold hot wing and the hot honey gold chicken strip?
We can't forget about them catfish fillets and them catfish steaks.
G's Place, one of the best places you can come eat in Blytheville, Arkansas.
Come on down and see them at 561 North 10th Street in Blytheville, Arkansas, right across from the Blytheville High School.
Or give them a call at 870-281-2005.
Give it to them one more time,
That's
Motivator.
870-281-2005.
Come on down and check out G's. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We back. I had to take your shit, B. Hey, but anyway, man. Hey, we back with PreachBoi. Man, I got a question. I got to catch a question, Big Brody. Like, you were saying that in 10th grade, you was taking on grown man responsibilities. You had this crib. You said you was with your first baby mama. You had this car. You paying bills. Like, what made you like where did this come from? Like, to be this man at such an early age. Like, you want to get out the house and have. I know you said that you want your mama to have to do anything for you, but like. How was it being a man? Because you a man, you doing all this stuff. You taking care of grown man responsibilities. Like, how was that?
Well, Ro, man, what made me go that route is just a simple fact, man. I always just wanted my own.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I want to do. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted some shoes, I want to be able to buy my shoes.
By your own shit.
You know what I'm saying? Versus going and ask somebody, even though mama probably gonna get it, mama Mouton. You know what I'm saying? They
Shout out to Mouton.
yeah, you
Big
know what I'm
shouts out to
saying?
Mouton.
They took well care of us. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to be able to get my own. You know what I'm saying? And when you got your own, you know what I'm saying? Basically, don't nobody tell you what to do.
That shit kicked in early.
So I was living like that, and then 98, that's the year that I supposed to graduate.
Shout out to class 98.
Shout out to class
Big shouts out to
98,
class of
you know.
98, man.
98 and 97.
And 03.
Got nothing to do with it.
And 03.
Shout out to
This
98.
was the
We
and
go
97, man. Shout out to y'all, too, man. So, man, here it is. 98 was the year I supposed to graduate. At this time, I'm the starting quarterback. Shout out to them Chickasaws again.
Chick Nation, the nation.
I'm the starting pitcher. Well, I ain't the starting pitcher at that time. I ain't even playing baseball at that time. But when I played, I was starting pitcher.
Yeah.
That nigga was the shit.
Running back.
That boy said running back.
Quarterback.
He just said quarterback.
Yeah,
Running back.
starting shooting guard. You know what I'm saying? I got, man, life really going good for me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still living, you know, like I'm still rapping. You know what I'm saying? I done probably got a couple charges by now, a couple of dope charges or whatever. And I remember one night, man, night before Halloween, 1997. I was in my studio. I had a studio in the back of my mom's house.
Mm-hmm.
I had a studio in the back of my mom's house. Well, we had a lot of memories in there.
Man, shout out to shout out to the
that's where that
house in the
story
back.
took place that he told y'all at the beginning.
Just like that.
Yeah.
I used to come over there.
Yeah. A lot of people used to put
All
out
our
names
signatures
on the
back
wall.
there.
You know
All
what
our
I'm saying?
signatures back there.
You know what I'm saying?
You from the west side. You wasn't over there like that.
He was over there.
Yeah.
I was over there.
Maybe you used to come through, man.
Yes, sir. I mean, big names on the wall.
So I was back there this particular night. Remember, I'm the starting quarterback, man. I got a football game the next day. We play North Alaska, Little Rock. We traveling.
Yeah.
I'm the starting quarterback. So before the game, the night before the game, that Thursday night, I was in the studio, and I was writing a rap. I was smoking a blunt. And I had made this beat. It was playing. I was writing a rap. And I had them nines that James was telling y'all about. Had them on the keyboard.
Both of them.
Man, got a knock on my door. 3 people was at my door. And they said to me, man, cuz, we need some money.
Man,
They said, cuz, I swear to God.
he ain't lying.
They said, cuz, we need some money. I reached over there and I grabbed my 9. I said, let's go get some. Told you, I had been smoking.
Yeah.
I'm high. So, boom, we jump in the car. We ride out there by Dodger Dog. And we parked over here on the side. Now that everybody's scared, the only nobody want to get out. So me, CopKiller, you know, this, you know what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
I jumps out, like, man, I got it, I'm good. I jump out, man, and it was a lady, an old elder lady, not real old, I was young, but so she probably was in her 40s or something like that. And it was her husband. And at that time, the bathrooms was on the side, outside of the dog. And I was like, dang. So I done stuck them up and robbed them. And dude went in the bathroom, and I grabbed the lady's purse and took out the running. But I got the pistol. Now, far as my mind is, I'm free. I'm scotch free. Oh, I'm jumping across the ditch, getting back in the car, and Lieutenant Ash, he was doing a routine check, and he just seen me running, and he seen somebody over there pointing at me. He turned lights on. I jump in the car. He behind me. The person that was driving. I said, man, let's go. Let's go. Because if we get back to the hood, I'm good.
Yeah.
Man, running from the police was nothing. Just get me to the hood. Like, go. Man, he done pulled over right there across from Dodger Dog. It's a 67, 77. What was it, Marks? Right across from Dodger Dog on the side.
Side of Mark's. Yeah. Exxon.
Yeah.
Mark Exxon.
It was a little rocky area back there. Man, he done pulled over. Right there. Police behind us. Lieutenant Ash on the horn saying, throw the keys out the window. Man, I'm in the back saying, man, don't throw these keys out the window. Get me to the hood.
Just like that.
Man, I'm talking about, I'm back there, I'm like, man, don't throw these keys out the window. Next thing I know, Keys will hit the concrete.
Nigga threw the fuck out of my kids.
Let's take a commercial break on that.
This episode of Real Talk Barbershop 870 is sponsored by
870 Trucking.
Where they specialize in general freight.
Give us a call at 870
870
278
278
2934.
2934.
Yes, sir.
You did.
Hey, what up, world? It's your boy PreachBoi, man. I had to pause a second and let you know that this episode of Real Talk Barbershop 870 is sponsored by no other than Impeccable Cuts. Listen, you heard me right, Impeccable Cuts. If you got a big day coming up and you need to look and feel your best, be sure to book with Impeccable Cuts and jump in that hot seat, man. Treat yourself by booking your next chop, your hot towel experience, or even your relaxing facial at bookthecut.co/preachboy. That's bookthecut.co/preachboy. All the information, the address, and the phone number on the screen, man. Listen, if you need to look your best, do your job and book, and I'll do the rest. Get impeccable.
All I remember is the keys.
The kid said,
The keys said,
Just like that.
Man, the key hit the gravel, man.
after you said, man, don't throw
It's like I saw him. It's like I saw him when he threw him, but it didn't hit home until they hit the gravel. And I heard that.
What you heard?
I heard that sound, man.
Tell me what you heard again.
At that point, you knew.
So,
Oh my God.
so man, they take us down. They take us down to the police station, man. I ain't gonna lie. I done been through this before, so I already know. You know what I'm saying? They let me use the phone. I called Mouton. Mouton, no, I ain't lying. I called Mouton. I said, Pops, man, come get me, man. He said, where you at? I said, I'm at the police station. He said, what's going on? I said, man, I don't know, man. They trying to say I robbed somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's my conversation.
Yes, sir.
You know, so I go back in. We all juveniles, and they let us. They let the other ones use the phone. Now, two of them
Told on.
two of them. This was conversation, and I was in the next room and I heard it. My own ears. They said, "Hello." I guess they said, I gotta act this out, man. I might get an acting role out there. But I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth, man.
Man, Lord.
I hear him said, hello. I guess they said, where you at? I guess whoever was on the other phone, I guess they said, where you at? It was like, jail.
What they say?
Jail. I guess they said for what? They said robbery. I ain't lying. It's funny, but
He telling the truth. He telling the truth.
It's just funny the way
No doubt.
It's funny the way you say it.
So I guess they said who you with. Either they said who you with or who did it. All I know is I heard Chavis.
I remember that too.
I ain't lying, man.
No doubt. That's back.
You heard it.
So the next day, I supposed to have been headed to North Little Rock, Pulaski, the starting quarterback. But the next day, I'm on the front page of the newspaper.
Wow.
On robbery, aggravated robbery.
Dang.
Aggravated robbery. You know, and I fought that charge for a little while. I got kicked out of school. You know, my mind, I'm messed up because in my mind, I'm thinking, God, dog, man, I swear to God, I was thinking, I was like, man, if they gonna hurry up and give me a bond, I can still go to North Little Rock. That what I was thinking. It ain't registering to me how serious this is.
Yeah, you young.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, God, dog. I think my bum was like 75,000, or they was like 25,000, or something like that. You know, it was a big. I can't remember what the number was, but it was a big difference in the bun, and mine was high. You know what I'm saying? But I had been in some trouble.
Yeah,
I had been in some trouble, man. And so I'm thinking that everything gonna be all right if I can just make bun and this and that. Come find out I'm kicked out of school. I can't come back. So I'm like, dang. Well, if I don't get charged, I can come back for basketball season. I still can play basketball.
Yeah.
Like, dang, man, they serious. Mm-hmm. I can't come back. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. We coming around to graduation and stuff. You know what I'm saying? My classmate Jane, they'll graduate. I got to go out there in regular clothes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no gown on or none of that because I done messed this up.
We got a picture.
Not realizing you on your way to the penitentiary, boy.
You still ain't thought about that yet.
I'm still catching charges.
Yeah.
I think I caught another, and that was, I don't even want to talk about that. That was some mess right there.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about that other charge because I ain't never supposed to have it. But I had caught a couple more dope charges. You know what I'm saying? I was just out here wilding out at a young age, trying to get this, and it's been times that my homeboy Dirty Roll tell me, man, cop, man, you tripping, man.
You know what I'm saying? Seeing the path you going down.
Yeah, it was time he told, man, you tripping, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, he told me like, man, you ain't never got in no trouble until when you went to do stuff with people that you ain't never did stuff with. He said every time you do something like that, you get caught up. That means you out of bounds. You tripping. You know what I'm saying? Man, I remember it's crazy, man. Shout out to Mike D. I don't know now if one of y'all know this story. Man, but shout out to Mike D. I was with Mike D. Yeah, Mike Adore. I was with Mike D one time, man, and Mike D had this yellow, the one that had the two roofs in it.
Oh yeah, the yellow.
Look yellow. I forgot what that funny little car made. But anyway, we were somewhere, man, and dude was doing some work on that for him, man. And I was with Mike D, and dude was doing some work, and the dude asked Mike D, dude that's working on his car. He said, "Hey man, you know Chavez Spann?" And Mike D looked at me, and I looked at him. I'm like, and Mike D was like, "Nah, I don't know him. What's up?" Man, this finna mess y'all up. This dude said, the police said they think he the one that shot my daughter in a robbery.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike D, know I ain't lying. This dude said, man, the police said, the Blythe police said that they think he the one shot my daughter. Why would you tell somebody that you think he did it?
Yeah.
And you ain't got no charges on him?
Nothing. But you just put it out there in the atmosphere like that.
Because they was just saying that I was doing a lot of stuff. So now they putting
everything on
they putting stuff on me that, man, I don't know nothing about nothing. Man, I told him, we left there, and Mike D said, man, you here, dude? I said, man, I don't know what he talking about.
They just putting stuff on
you. They don't label you.
Yes, exactly what it
was. But for them to tell, somebody that, you're trying to get me, you're trying to get something
knocked
out
off
of me.
Or something. Wow.
Yeah, man, I don't even think y'all ain't never heard that story, but yeah, shout out to Mike D, man. He know it's a real deal. But anyway, man, Postman graduated. Instead of graduating, I ended up going to the penitentiary for 15 years. Now, even with that, man, before I get to that, I'm still thinking that I can beat this with these two. So I remember we tried to get Dan and Richard. Mouton tried to hire Dan and Richard as a lawyer. And Dan Richard, he told Pops, he said, man, I can't represent Chavez because if I do, it'll be conflict of interest.
You represent other cats.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang. So I get this lawyer out of Little Rock. Mama done giving this lawyer out of Little Rock and stuff, man. They still fighting for me. And man, we getting ready to go to trial. Now our hopes are that they don't show up to trial. You know, this
cats that with you.
Yeah, this is my family.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? That they don't show up to trial. So that's the only reason we trying to go to trial, because now I got 4 charges. I got 2 aggravated robberies and 2 dope charges.
Yeah.
If I go to trial, if I go to jury duty, I'm on trial for all of that. And boy, when they got to laying out how much time this one carry, this. But the thing was, they was offering me 15 years, 10 on 70% and 5 on the C. That's why I had to do 8 years. I had to do 10 on that 70% of that 10, which is 7 years. Yeah. Then I had to do 1 on that 5. But they was offering me that if I pled guilty. That was my plea bargain. Take this 15 for 1 aggravated robbery and 1 dope charge. We'll throw the other aggravated robbery out. We'll throw the other dope charge out. We'll give you 15 years. But I was hoping that, okay, if they don't come to court.
Yeah, I got a chance.
If they don't come to court, it's over with. You know, I'm basically free. You know, man, we got the courtroom full that day. Blythe Courthouse, courtroom full that day, man. Man, got in there, man, my lawyer. He looked at me, had his head down. He said, come here. And he pointed up front. And they was up front with some suits on.
Wow. Damn.
And I asked my lawyer, I was like, man, is it too late? Is it too late for me to take my time? He said, man, let me go holler at Bruce. Bruce Harley was the prosecuting attorney. He said, let me go holler at Bruce. And, man, luckily, because I ain't, you know, Bruce, he wasn't really for working with you.
Yeah.
You know, luckily, my lawyer went and talked to him. He said, man, you know, he was basically saying we already got, we ready to go to trial, you know what I'm saying? But if he gonna take it right now, he said, man, my lawyer came back, he said, man, they said if you sign this paper right now, you ain't gonna have to go to trial. Man, I hugged my mama, hugged my sister, then they was crying, and that was my journey to the penitentiary.
Wow.
That was my journey to the penitentiary, man. I did 8 years, man, and I was at home minding my own business, smoking blunt, getting ready for a football game.
They came and got you.
They came and got me, man. And I just want to tell whoever may be listening, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's important that you have your own mind. You know what I'm saying? You got to have your own mind because I could have easily. Now I don't blame them.
Exactly.
I can't blame them now that I know better.
Yeah, you had a choice.
Because I could have said, man, nah, I'm good. I could have said that easily. You know what I'm saying? But I was CopKiller. I had an image. You know, they came to me for a reason. You know what I'm saying? They ain't just come to me out the blue. They came to me because they said they needed some money. They thought that I was gonna be the one to, if anybody can help them get some money, he can help me get some money. Yeah. That's why they came to me. Ain't no other reason. So you know what I'm saying? I ended up going to the penitentiary, man. That started a whole new journey for me. Yeah, man. That started my journey off to the penitentiary. A lot of people don't know I went and did 8 years in the Arkansas State Penitentiary. I was 18, and man, my next 8 birthdays was in the penitentiary.
Just like that.
8 of them, bro. I'm talking about. I could have been in college. I could have did a whole lot, but you know what I'm saying? I had to pay for what I did. You know what I'm saying? I thank God that I was able to pay for it early and come out. But you know, I did have to go. I remember when I was down there for like 6 months, and the same thing that I was getting when I was in the free world, it's the same thing I was getting when I was locked up. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm locked up, and I'm getting a lot of guards. You know what I'm saying? Women telling me, you don't even seem like you supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? Right. Saying out there, you know what I'm saying? It was like, because I'm a good guy. Overall, I just made a lot of bad decisions. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the penitentiary, and I'm noticing my surroundings. You know, in the penitentiary, you gotta grow up fast. You gotta move quick. You know, cause now I'm young. I ain't in no boys club. I'm in a pen. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you got I'm next to Negroes that's murderers, that's rapists, that's kidnappers. You know what I'm saying? Whatever kind of life, personality you can think of, I had to deal with that every day. Man, my mama asked me, I was probably about 6 months in, and my mama said, she said, son, how you doing? I was like, man, I'm cool. I already got my GED and everything because books wasn't nothing. I got my GED. Mama like, son, how you doing? I said, Mama, it's like a big old college to me. And she was like, what you talking about? I was like, man, I'm learning I'm learning different personalities, how people act, how to interact with all these different personalities every single day.
Yeah.
Man, there ain't no telling who you standing behind in the lunch line. You know what I'm saying, man? It ain't no telling who you sleeping next to.
Right.
Man, it's so many different, and I'm young.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you kind of had to grow up quick. You know what I'm saying? But I think I forget what year it was. I went to Varna when I first went, and I was in 13 barracks. They had the short hair barracks. Stayed over there for a little while, and then they shipped. And next, just out of nowhere, they shipped everybody 24 and under that had a violent charge to Newport. So we went over to Newport, you know what I'm saying, man. And during time, it's crazy because, I mean, here you are, you're an individual that all you wanted to do was to do whatever you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I told you when I was younger, all I wanted to do was to be able to do whatever I wanted to do.
Makes sense.
So it done changed tremendously because now, man, I'm behind these bars, and man, I shower when they tell me I can shower.
Yeah, you on their time.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know light switch. I don't operate light switches. They cut the lights off when they get ready to cut them off.
Your number.
They cut them off, 11:56:32.
You know it, 11:56:32.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? So it's different. So when your freedom, I tell people to this day, man, the worst thing I think I've ever done was to give my freedom up.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because a real man, boy, man, it do something to you when you can't do what you want to do when you want to do it. You got to go to commissary where they only sell a certain particular amount of things. You can't buy too much. They put a limit on you. You know what I'm saying? Whether you got money or not. And I was fortunate because Pops and Mama, they made sure I was straight the whole time. You know what I'm saying? The whole time I was there, man, they rolled it out with me. You know what I'm saying? Then I got to get my own money when I was there. Man, when I was locked up, and I don't really like to talk about it from this perspective because I don't want nobody to think it's cool to go. But like when I was there, I was kind of like, if you know Joseph in the Bible, I was kind of like Joseph. I was locked up, but I had favor. You know what I'm saying? I had so much favor, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just wasn't getting caught doing nothing.
Right.
Man, when I finally got in, when I was at Varna, I was just trying to learn the system. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to learn how everything go, how everything, you know what I'm saying, was moving. When I got to Newport, you know what I'm saying, we all was young. A lot of us over there in the penitentiary, it's like, you know, it's kind of like divided. Well, back then it was like NEA. Then you had like Little Rock, Pine Bluff, Central Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? That's how you hooked up, how you clicked up. You know what I'm saying? And it was a lot of Bliver cats over there from where I was at Newport. Excuse me. And we seen a lot of crazy stuff, man. I'm talking about to somebody getting killed over a $2 box of cakes. You know what I'm saying, man? To people getting stabbed. The penitentiary, it was, huh? Yeah, we was young, man. I'm talking about, man, you know, I don't know, because I got out in 2006, but when I was leaving, like, I think I saw a little transition, man, like, it wasn't rough as it used to be, because, man, now you got a lot of people ready to go home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people ready to go home, but, man, when I went, man, it was crazy. I remember, like, certain people couldn't even walk around with their shirts off, acting like you tough, or you know what I'm saying, you're going to get that work. You know what I'm saying? It was, but I was cool, though. I was good the whole ride. I told you I was like Joseph, man. I think when I got I was seeing how much favor I was getting, man, just moving. When I finally got out of Host Squad, man, cause Host Squad, boy, that was, man, I passed out there.
Passed out, dog.
Man, I passed out. and you know, they be thinking you're faking and stuff. You know, you pass out, man, you got to get on the back of the truck, and they take you to the infirmary, man. Boy, I ain't never been talked to as bad as I've been talked to when I was on Host Squad, boy. Well, I'm talking about out there, man. You got that white dude up there on that horse.
What they saying?
Get my grass.
Get my grass.
12 o'clock high. I mean, it's hot out there, man. When I went in the hottest months of the year. Man, when I found it, man, I was out there in the host squad July, August. Ooh. Man, I couldn't take it.
That's dreadful right there. I know about that.
Get that whole 12 o'clock.
Damn.
Man, 12 o'clock high.
Straight in the earth.
Everybody got to be on the same beat like a drum beat. Boof, boof, boof.
Everybody in line.
3 steps to three hits to a beat. You got to hit the whole three times. 1, 2, 3. Step 1, 2. Man.
Like a rap.
Wow.
All day.
All day long.
Fuck.
All day, man. Then you got these breaks.
You got to follow their rule.
All day long,
you
though.
got these breaks. You get a cold bologna sandwich with a pack of mustard and pack of
ketchup,
mayonnaise.
Man,
man. Boy, the worst thing I ever did was give my freedom up.
Yes,
but
sir.
man, I was so blessed. The worst thing I ever did was to get my freedom up. They ain't take it from me because I made the choice.
You gave it up.
Yeah. You made the choice.
I made the choice. You know what I'm saying? I was making. That's the type of life I was living.
Hell
you know what I'm saying? It's gonna lead. It ain't no other way, man. If that's how you living, that's what you gonna get.
That's what you gonna get.
It's been proven throughout history.
That's how it go.
Man, that's how it go. You gonna get what you work towards.
Ooh. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So and all my life, you know what I'm saying? I was working towards going to the penitentiary. Not
even knowing.
Not I ain't write it down saying I'm working towards it, but all of my decisions led me that way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, this your boy BB, the motivator. And this episode of Real Talk Barbershop 870 is sponsored by the Lispy Insurance Group, where we make your personal lines and your commercial lines come together to decrease your risk. Look, I'm at a new location, 801 West Moultrie in the magnificent city of Blytheville, Arkansas. Here's my number, 870-623-4742. I repeat, 870-623-4742. If you're not with GIG, see ya, and I wouldn't want to be. Yeah.
Came home, man, this is why I say I was a Joseph, B. I lost one person when I was in the penitentiary. I lost my granddaddy. Shout out to granddaddy. I lost him. And when I lost him, I had been at Tucker Max at this time. I was 1B, and I was getting ready to go on a furlough. And I was happy I was going home for a whole week. And I called home that Sunday. It was Father's Day. Man, and Pop said, man, you ready for this? Mouton said, you ready for this? I said, yeah, man, I'm ready to get home, kick with y'all, man. It's my first time coming home for a week. You know what I'm saying? Just for a week. And he was like, nah, sit down, son. I was like, what's happening? It was Father's Day, and that was the day my granddaddy died. Mm-hmm. I was like, dang, man, it hurt. It hurt so bad, man. You know, that was the only person that I lost when I was incarcerated. And it hurt so bad. But I was still blessed, you know, because the next day, I was actually going home. I was going home for a week. Right. You know what I'm saying? So with him passing that Sunday and me coming home for a week, I was like, man, this how God was working in my favor the whole time. He passed that Sunday. I come home that Monday, and I ain't got to be back to that Sunday. So you know what that means? I was able to go with my granddad's funeral.
Kick it with your family.
With my family.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All that. So I was blessed from that perspective. I'm talking about, man, all throughout the penitentiary, man, like good stuff always happen at the right time, man. I linked up with so many good brothers, man, that's locked up, man. A lot of them I still communicate with to this day. You know what I'm saying? Too many to name, man. But shout out to all y'all, man. I met so many great athletes, so many artists, tattoo artists. Man, there's some talent behind them bars, man.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Later, you know, I told you I was going on furloughs, so I'm getting closer to home. I still got a few years. So now I'm getting ready to go on 309. I got approved to go 309 down there in Paragould.
What's 309? May we ask?
309 is like you can go, you locked up, but you ain't locked up. Like I come to a little county where I got more freedom. You know what I'm saying? And after I be at 309 so long, now I can get a job. I can go to work and stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like a closer step to home in the state.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? I was at 309, man, and man, I still couldn't act right.
Still couldn't act right.
It still was in you.
What crazy?
I was at
It still was in
309
you, man.
and still couldn't act right, man, because I was making money already before I left the penitentiary. Now I'm at 309, so if I can do it in there, it's super easy at 309, man. All I got to do is call my partner James and Dirt them.
Yes, sir.
We in full effect.
Hey, what James and Dirt and them was doing?
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Incriminate their ass.
We had a time, man. I called my partner them, man, and I had so much freedom. I was like, man, look. Hey.
James over here took him, man.
Yes, sir.
Boy, they was on some bull.
Yeah.
It was on that bullshit.
James, tell him.
Man. It actually was me, Dirt, and Erica.
And Erica,
Dirt wife.
my partners.
1998.
Man.
That is your church brother.
Now we all church
church
members. Say that. Shout out to Fern.
Shout out to Firm. Shout out to God.
No
For
doubt.
sure.
Shout out to growth.
Spann called us. Called Dirt, actually.
Yeah.
Told him, he said, man, look here, man. I need you to get a tall water bottle. Now, we finna come down there and visit him. We ain't seen him in quite a while.
Yeah.
He in the plot
Since they coming,
since they come.
might as well.
Man, get a tall water bottle. Pour the water out. Fill it up with vodka. Vodka? Dirt come telling me, man, he wants to fill it up with vodka. I'm like, vodka? What he finna do? You know? Dirt like, I'm gonna go and do it though, man. I said, well, hey, we gonna ride this train together. Get a Pringle bottle. You know, one of the Pringle can with the chips in it. Take the bottom of it out. Put the weed in it.
He know all the tricks.
He know all the tricks. But we all now, at this point, we all probably about 24, 25 years old. We riding the train. We got the water bottle.
And the break.
Dirt and sealed it up perfectly. It looked like water. Got the Pringles, full bottle. It got chips in it, but full of dope at the bottom of it. Me, Dirt, Erica, we go visit them.
Yeah.
Brung it all in there for them.
Wow.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that. Brung it all in there for them. You know what I'm saying? Because that was our team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's your partner.
That's our partner, man. Man, we ain't, and then at that, you got to think about it too. At that age, we ain't tripping.
Yeah, y'all didn't realize.
We ain't looking at it from a perspective of if we get in trouble.
What can happen?
Yeah.
We just like, man, we finna look out for our partner. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't seen him in years.
You know what I'm saying, man? We finna go down here, and if he want
make it
this,
happen,
we finna make it happen. Walk right through them gates
Yeah.
with that bottle of water that was vodka.
Man.
And them Pringles that had that weed at the bottom of it probably had about an ounce.
Man. Man, I was smoking good, man.
Just like that. Go ahead, man.
Man, I smoked good, man. 2 weeks later. Why they don't piss me. 2 weeks later, they don't call me for a surprise. The folks in there told on me. I was in there, man. I was in Paragould, man.
They stayed
So,
told
yeah,
on.
I was the only one of me down there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and I was Green County, man. They told on me, man, and they drug test me, and man, I got sent back to the penitentiary 2 weeks later.
Damn.
2 weeks later, they sent me back, man. It was Jane, Erica, and Dirt Fault.
James, you did.
We did
They
that, man.
You did it.
We did that, man.
You
We
did.
gonna take that.
No, man, no.
It really was Dirt fault because he did all the work.
No, man. But anyway, man, even I even
Shout out to
got blessed in that, man, because for somehow when I got back, you know, when they ship you back, they got to drug test you again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they just can't sing a drug test, so they had to drug test me again. And man, when I get back, I was sitting there waiting on my disciplinary, my dirty piss disciplinary, and all that. It never came, so I never lost my class or nothing. So getting up out the penitentiary, man. 8 years later. 2006. I got out the end of 2006, the last day of November. And man, when I got out, I tried to go right back into the streets. I tried to go right back into the streets, man. I started back selling pills. I was selling weed. I was hustling. I thought I was doing, and one of my partners, they told me, they were like, hey, man, they said, Cop, man, it's different out here now. They're like, man, you might need to chill out, man. They were like, man, they out here snitching like crazy. They doing all type of stuff. And, you know, man, I kept on doing my thing. I was doing my thing, man, and one day, man, I just got super paranoid. I'm talking about, man, I got super paranoid. Like, I had these guys coming in, these 3 white guys, man, they was coming to buy some pills. And I don't know what made me start thinking about it. I was like, man, these dude might be the police. I said, man, I ain't got another 8 years in me. I can't, that's all I was thinking, like, man, I ain't got another 8 years in me. Bro, I ain't lying, man. I called dude and them, I was like, hey, man, don't call my phone no more. I ain't sell nothing else. Yeah, cause I was so paranoid. I got so uncomfortable. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It just went. It went for me.
Again. Hell yeah.
It went for me, man. Then I did some stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? I almost sent myself back. You know what I'm saying? With a couple of incidents that could have went the wrong way when I got out. When I had got right back in the game, and you know what I'm saying? Then I went to that wasn't working for me. I went to it was called the ET. At that time, I went to the ET, man, and I was sitting around, kid you not, man. I was sitting around, it looked like I was looking at the same dudes in the same spots I left them 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, the same dudes was in the same corners, man, just nodding their head. Doing the same thing. Man, ain't nobody progress. Ain't nobody. I'm like, dang, cycle, man. Bro. I've been gone 8 years.
Yeah.
I was gone 8 years, man. The same dudes doing the same thing. I'm like, dang, I done got out. Now I'm working. I'm working at NIPCO. I done bought a job. I'm still seeing dudes that been out here forever. Still ain't got no rides. I'm like, man, that ain't where I want to be in life.
Period.
That's, you know what I'm saying? So that right there, it kind of started making me, just push me to grow up, man. Get out the streets. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I had to actually, I got out, I tried it again, and I had to see that it wasn't for me.
So I don't mean to cut you off. So was NIPCO your first job?
Yeah, man. I stayed at NIPCO for 5 years, man. Me and Rodney Roger, James,
shout out to Double R.
Double R.
Man, we used to see every day. Man, we see each other every day, man, at NIPCO. So, man, hard work, little pay. Got to be a better way. God. Man,
that was y'all
talking
phrase.
about every day, man.
Gotta be a better way.
Hard work, little pay. Got to be a better way.
And look, I think that's when I probably met PreachBoi.
Okay.
Right? When you was at NIPCO.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's when I met you. Because you was, I don't want to speed it up, but.
Oh, you good?
You was transitioning into cutting hair then, around that time.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, no, I wasn't actually cutting hair then.
No, but you was still working at NIPCO while you was cutting hair.
Yeah. No.
You wasn't?
No. That was 2007. Yeah, I was at NIPCO in 2007. That was like a year after I got out. I started working at NIPCO like 3 or 4 weeks right after I got out.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I had to go to work,
you
man.
Had a job when you was cutting, when you first was cutting.
Yeah, that's later on. That's when I was at Denzo.
Oh, that's Denzo. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I was at Denzo. Okay. But man, I went to work soon I got out, bro. I had to, man, because soon I got home, man, the child support office sent me a letter. Now I'm locked up. Man, I'm locked up for 8 years. You know what I'm saying? I got a son. Shout out to my oldest son, CJ.
What up, CJ?
I get out. He 9. When I leave, he 9 months. When I come home, he 9. Man, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Doing all right, working. Man, I get this letter from child support off. Boom. Slap me in the face. Said, man, you $10,000 behind.
God damn.
$10,000.
So
Wait
how
a
can a
minute.
nigga get
Wait-
$10,000
wait a
behind
minute.
and you in jail?
Wait a minute, man. They said you $10,000 behind. And if you don't pay this off in 30 days,
Wow.
it's going on your credit report.
Wow.
I said, man, how can you lose? I mean, how can you win?
And you should get out of jail.
Just getting out of prison.
Now, if I so happen to pay this off in 30 days,
Now you looking like how I got the money.
now you worry about how I got some money.
Talk about it.
So it's like, man, that's what I'm
Lose
saying,
situation.
man. Y'all brothers, man, y'all think about it, man. Y'all that's living that lifestyle, man, with the possibility of going that way, man. It's much more than just going that way and doing time, man. It's gonna affect you the rest of your life. I mean, it's gonna affect you the rest of your life.
Just like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, where we at?
We had
Transition to
PreachBoi.
PreachBoi, let's go.
I'm transitioning to PreachBoi.
How you became
Preacher.
PreachBoi. in the
I
middle
remember. I gotta start off like this because PreachBoi, that's my rap name. You know, I you know, my street name was CopKiller, and I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I said I'll never do gospel rap then. I remember me and Pook and me and Sharona.
Shout out to my sister. I
Yeah.
love you, baby.
Man, we was having a conversation, and I just wanted to make it rapping. Man, see, a lot of these cats, man, they rapping now, man. I don't know, man. We been rapping for a long time,
Long ass time.
and I still just wanted to make it rapping, man. I had some hard raps, but you know what I'm saying? I was trying to transition from all that negative rap to positive rap,
Positive
but
rap,
I
yeah.
was like, man, all the positive rap that I was
You
hearing,
felt like it was corny or
it
something.
was corny.
Yeah.
I mean, the beats was corny. Yeah, I was like, dang.
Bring that trap to
So
it.
I said, you know, that's what I did. I was like, man, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use the same beats that I used to write to back in the day that I used to bump. You know what I'm saying?
Just turn them into
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna change my lyrics.
It's like,
So and then when I started doing that, I actually started liking rap. I remember recording my first project. Shout out to J Dub.
Big shouts out to J Dub. What's happening?
Envy.
What's happening,
Did
little
a lot
bro?
of work on
Envy.
that project, man. Dub did a lot of
Indeed.
engineering and stuff, man.
The
My first project, I Know I've Been Changed.
I've been
You answered his plan.
Yeah, man.
Tell us about one of the top songs on that album. You think your first
Well,
album?
my first album, my single was I Know I've Been Changed. What you say?
Too many.
He had a lot of tracks.
Man,
I said what he thought was.
I would say I Know I've Been Changed. All my tracks, man, you know, it's real. It's just me talking about, just in case anybody ever wonder, it's just me talking about, you know what I'm saying, the struggles I done came through, what I done overcame, you know what I'm saying, what another young man, a young lady might be facing, you know what I'm saying, just real. It's real, you know what I'm saying. And then I wanted to put the spin on it. Man, you can rap, have positive rap that you can get turned to.
Yeah, no
You know what I'm
doubt.
saying?
Yeah,
You can get lit to.
Fact. So you so now you rapping.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
tell me where. I hope we at this point. Where PreachBoi coming in at?
It would have been asking me.
I want to know, because I don't know. I want to know about.
Okay,
PreachBoi.
so that came when I first started rapping.
Okay.
When I first started rapping, I was just trying to, you know what I'm saying? I was just trying to find a cool name. You know what I'm saying? And
It's
I
pretty
said,
dope. It's pretty dope.
PreachBoi Spann. It just
pretty
hit
dope.
me. I don't know.
It's pretty dope.
I don't know. It just hit me. I just been rocking with it.
That's the name. It's kind of your rap name.
Yeah. You know, just
So,
rap
when
name.
I was saying, tell me about how you became PreachBoi. It ain't so much as the name. It's
You
so
talking
much
about-
as two images. You know, there was an image of CopKiller who really didn't kill no cop, but he still had an image of robbery or crime. You know what I'm saying? But then there's PreachBoi, who's not just a preach boy, not just an artist.
he also
but
a
now he's a
pastor.
pastor. He's a painter.
He most
He's a
definitely
publisher.
is.
He's a motivator. He's a pastor. You know what I'm saying? You know, and we know some things happen. You know, I know some things happen in your life outside of the penitentiary. That I know you say you only lost your granddaddy when you was in the penitentiary, but outside of the penitentiary, we know some stuff hit you dear to heart that also toughened you up, and you had to become this leader of a family. You know what I mean? So kind of, I don't know how you want to bring it, but kind of tell us about all these good titles, all these people that you are now. You're on the hot seat. You're very creative, but you also had to feel some pain.
What a pastor come in at first? He gonna lead into that. Get that pastor. When you start preaching, because that's gonna lead up into it.
I think it was 2008, maybe the end of 2007. I was headed home in Marion. And man, I forgot what vehicle I had. But anyway, whatever I was driving, man, I was passing an 18-wheeler. And man, I heard a big old boom. My back window shattered. My back passenger window shattered. Now, it wasn't no gunshot. I don't know. To this day, I don't know what it was. I'm thinking maybe it was the air pressure. I don't know what it was.
Damn.
But it just said boom, and it shattered. And man, you know, at that time I was living in Marion. I was working at NIPCO. You know, finances went that good. You know, I was the drive, the gas money. You know what I'm saying? NIPCO wasn't paying a lot. I was just kind of doing what I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I had already been struggling. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I don't really want to do this street thing no more because this street thing ain't really getting me the results I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm a mature now. You know what I'm saying, man? And at that moment, I pulled over, and man, I had started crying, right? Because I'm thinking that, okay, man, that was the back window. What if my front window would have shattered like that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm next to this 18-wheeler, and man, things could have got crazy real quick. So, man, I pulled over. Here I am, a grown man crying, man, and I was like, it just seemed like I heard this voice that said, man, why you running from me? Wow. I swear to God, I was sitting on the side of the road, head to Marion, man, and I was crying, man, and I just heard this voice say, why you running from me? You know what I'm saying? I think I at that moment, I had called my wife at that time, and I had called. I talked to her. I think I talked to Tim. Shout out to Tim.
Big shout out to Big Cub.
Shout out to Tim.
Shout out to Big Cub, man.
Pastor T.
And I was like,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I was like, man. God calling me to speak His word. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I ain't never wanted to be that type of person. You know what I'm saying, man? I done been through a lot. Y'all heard my story, man. I done been hiding dope in the church. You know what I'm saying? Man, me and Dre Gulak, man, we used to sit outside every now and again, man, smoking on the church lot. You know what I'm saying, man? I don't did all this, man. I done got robbed. I done been to penitentiary. Man, I done did my share. You know what I'm saying? A sum of everything. Now here it is. I'm about to preach.
It's your time.
So I know this gonna sound crazy to everybody that's getting ready to hear it. This dude getting ready to preach.
What a confirmation coming in that you knew that you
know well I knew then.
The voice.
You know?
The voice, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
you still run. You still ran.
I ain't.
You ain't run no more.
No, you know, everybody's story a little different. A lot of people say they heard and I ran from it and this. No, man, I told you I had called my wife at that time.
Yeah,
I had called her. Then later on that night, I had talked to Tim. I think I had text Tim. He called me the next day. However that had went. But this ain't nothing that, you know what I'm saying, I just wanted to do. Mm-hmm. But you know, since I'm finna do it, I'm ready to give my all, man. I'm in my first I told Bishop Sims, and man, Bishop Sims, man, he said my first preaching engagement quick. I'm talking about quick, man. And I remember the first time that I ever spoke, I was at Dale. Shout out to Dale.
Shout out to First Baptist Dale.
Yeah.
One of my first churches.
Reverend Sim.
Yeah, first time that I ever spoke, man, I was so nervous. Bro, I'm talking about, man, I was sitting back there in Bishop's office, and I'm just seeing everybody, how many people coming.
A lot of people.
Man, people just jumping out the car.
We was in there.
I'm talking about, I'm seeing Wall Street. I'm seeing Red and them jump out the car. I'm seeing Chris Brimley and them, and I'm seeing everybody from here. I'm like, God, man, was you in there?
Yes, sir. You know I was there.
Man, the church was packed from wall to wall.
Very much so was.
I'm talking about standing room on. I'm like, man, I don't think about it.
Yep.
I ain't no turning back now. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't turned back. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't been the perfect guy. You know what I'm saying? But I strive, you know what I'm saying, to live the best I can. And man, with the grace of God, I'm still here today. 2012, we started Fern Foundation.
Big shouts out to Fern, man.
Shouts out to Fern
Shouts out
and the
to
Fern
Fern,
family.
man.
Shout out to Fern. Back to Fern. Shout out to Fern, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Fern, man. Shout out
team.
to my big sister D. Deidre.
Hey, I'm still
All
waiting.
over Sharon.
I'm
Shout
still
out to
waiting
Sharon.
to get in the choir.
Renee.
Boy,
I want to be in the choir, but you gotta let me lead the song.
boy, you can't.
Man.
Hey,
Look, man,
Let's
2012, man, that's when Fern Foundation started, man. And I remember James was telling me, he said, man, bro, I told him I was going to start a church. I was excited about it, too. I was excited, man. I called James, man. I told James, man, and I know James probably like, man, what is you doing?
He was out his mind.
I know James like, man, what is you doing, man? But James said, he said, man, I'm going to be your first member.
It was no secret.
He said, I'm going to be your first member, man. When we started Fern Foundation, man, James was the first member.
Ain't no secret.
big shouts out to James and his mother,
Other than
Mr.
Rogers.
Mr. Rogers, man.
Yeah,
Shouts out to Mr. Rogers.
Shout out to Fern, man. That's how, man. We love Fern.
And man, we've been going for a decade now.
Shit right
Yes,
there,
sir.
bro.
10 years in.
We've been going for, we've been through some changes, ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that I'm kind of different, you know, when it comes to pastor, I don't really fit the model for some people.
The nigga cold, y'all.
When it comes,
He cold.
He called it
Man,
man, I
call
don't
a
really
spade a spade.
fit the model to some
He
people.
cold, bro.
When it comes to pastor, man. But you know, man, I just kind of be who I am. You know, I ain't afraid to be me now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I tell a lot of people I'm a pastor, man, a lot of people be like, man, you a pastor for real? Because you don't look, man, I don't pastor dress like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't wear khakis. I mean, no dress pants.
Nigga, you wear khakis.
You know,
I wear khakis, not dress pants.
you know, so I'm different, but I'm cool with that. I'm cool,
you
and
dope,
I'm mature enough to understand, wise enough to understand that when you do different stuff, man, you're gonna get different results.
There we go.
You know, and not only different results, man. You don't get different people staring, and you know what I'm saying, because you different.
Right.
But you just got to be good at being you, and I'm good at being me, man. I appreciate those that's at Firm and accept me for who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because they know I'm gonna be real with them at the end of the day, man, and I'm gonna tell them the truth.
And that's what we need. We need that, man. We need a leader that's gonna keep it real. And then like the times nowadays, you got to be able to reach people differently. You can't be the same old what we came up with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like last time I went,
Let's change the method.
yeah. Last time I went inside in one of your sermons, man, like you touched me off top. Me and
It's
B
been a
went.
long time ago.
Yeah, it's been a while, y'all. It's been a while. It's been a while. I probably, you know, with DJing and stuff, I be. But anyway,
Yeah, for sure.
But
for sure.
you, man, like you said something that stuck out. So, man, it stuck out. Me and B went, Man, he said sometimes you gotta go and come back. You remember that sermon?
Man,
You remember that sermon, B?
It's been
Go and
a
come back
minute,
where?
bro. I'm talking about going and come back where?
For your people,
you crazy,
like, all right. I'm talking about
You
something.
gotta say more than that, man, because I'm trying to figure out what.
I'm talking about for your folks, man.
Check it.
I'm talking about for your folks.
Check it. One thing about it, though, man.
I'm talking about for your folks.
One thing about it with Fern. let me speak on Fern for sure. We gotta make sure we keep our stuff on track. And we believe in moving forward.
For sure.
Our church is small in numbers, but powerful than any church around here.
Fact.
No
Come
doubt.
on, man.
You know, we ain't got nothing but entrepreneurs in our church, and we believe in moving forward. You know, we ain't with all that trying to hold nobody back or you feel like you're gonna get yours when you go to heaven and all that type of stuff. There, we getting it now.
Get it
And
right
that's
here.
what we do
Right
at Fern.
here.
We moving forward, man. We staying focused and we moving forward.
now.
Shout out to Fern.
Shout out to Fern. FF.
Shout out to Fern, man.
Fern Foundation Church.
Man, and as I get ready to wrap this up, man, because I got a couple things I want to talk about real quick. 2019. Was it 19?
I don't know. You asking us.
So, tell us what you're talking about.
Tell us what you're saying.
When I had my first surgery.
Yes, sir.
Is it what you want?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I ain't had number one
Yeah.
surgery
2019.
in my life, man. I've been through a lot, and for me to be able to
2019.
Do what I did, man, for my brother, for Mr. Rogers. You know what I'm saying? That's probably one of my. That ain't probably. That's to me. That's my biggest accomplishment.
Biggest.
Like
Shout out to PreachBoi.
It's like it's one that I ain't make no money off of. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't like a lot of times people think accomplishment bring them, you know what I'm saying, money, wealth. You know what I'm saying? But this time, man, it wasn't no money involved. You know what I'm saying? But I feel so good about it because I was able to give my brother life. You know what I'm saying? That's on a whole nother level, man. You know, was I scared? Man, I was scared, man. You know, in fact, the journey crazy because, you know, I had to lose some weight. I think before we actually did it, Jane, when I actually tell you that I was gonna give, and I want to make the record clear, he ain't never asked me. He never asked me for a kidney.
No doubt about it.
Never.
No doubt about it.
When was the first time we talked about it? But I ain't losing no weight and all that.
Man, we on real talk, so I love to be truthful, but I can't. I know it was probably, I would say about 2 years.
Yeah.
About 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm shooting for the truth. About 2 years, no doubt about it.
Yeah,
You know
man,
what I'm
we
saying?
talked
And
about it, but
he did that.
you know what I'm saying? And I actually told him, and I meant everything in me when I told him. I was like, bro,
At the car
man,
wash.
was at the car wash.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I told him, man, I don't remember exactly how the conversation went, but I told him, like, bro, man, if I'm a match, you know what I'm saying, I'll give you a kidney.
Wow.
I knew what I was saying, but I was like, dang. And man, you know what I'm saying, when I can't remember what your response was. I think he was kind of shocked.
I probably wasn't shocked, just being truthful.
Well, not
you know
shocked,
what I'm saying? You know, because
who we are.
Because who we are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, when I that's deep. That's deep. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no shock to me because I expected it. I expected it when he was in penitentiary.
Yeah.
That's just real talk.
And he did, and he'll tell that part on his half.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? On his half.
Yes, sir.
But for me, like, when we was actually getting ready to do it, I was like, dang, this actually finna go down. When I'm talking about the beginning stages, when I went and got tested.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? When they hit me back and said, Mr. Spann, you a match, that's when it got real.
Very much so.
Yeah, because now.
So
yeah.
what's going through your head now that you know you're a match for your brother to give him a kidney?
I'm thinking I'm finna get ready to have my first surgery. I ain't never, man, I played all these sports. I ain't never had a broken bone.
Nothing.
I ain't never been hospitalized. I'm thinking I'm finna have my first surgery. And man, but I was heavier. So they told me, they were like, man, you gotta lose some weight. I ain't take it that serious. Mm-hmm. So I ain't really lose the weight I need to lose. But James was getting worse off. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This is like a couple of years down the line now.
No doubt.
So he worse. I'm like, dang, I gotta go home, get right. So we start back going through the process. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually losing the weight. I'm talking to these people down here. They trying to scare me. I'm talking about they up front. They said, man, you know, after you give your kidney to him, he gonna feel all right. Say he gonna feel 100 times better. They say you gonna feel like a Mack truck hit you. They trying to make sure this is what I want to do. They said, man, what if later on down the line your kids need a kidney? And now you ain't got number one.
And all that.
And you can't give him a kidney because you giving him your kidney.
Yes, sir.
You okay with that? So now, but it ain't really messing with me because I'm looking at it like, ain't nobody really got no kidney problem in my family. You know what I'm saying? So,
yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at that. They saying everything to scare me. I'm talking about. I remember a woman telling me I'm going down there to get these tests and stuff we doing before all this, and this was right a little bit before we had the surgery. I remember this white lady telling me in there that one of her friends, somebody she knew, died
on the table.
Trying to give a kidney. I'm like, man, you like,
as a human, it gotta be scary.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
They being full-fledged transparent. They ain't cutting no corners.
It gotta be scary.
Very much so.
Man,
they ain't cutting no corners. They giving it to you raw,
bro. I remember, man, the day of, man, boy, it was a big day, man.
Shout out to her.
My classmates,
Tasha, Stacy.
Man, they was there.
They was with us, man. 98 Road Deep.
Early, man.
Y'all got a dope ass class.
Early morning, man. We was there. They was there, man. I'm like, dang, this finally finna happen. I'm still scared. I want to do it. I'm gonna do it. Man, I be thinking crazy. I'm like, man, these doctors can do anything to your body. Why, man, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling they might mess around and unsnap the wrong thing in you. Yeah, I'm thinking everything.
You're thinking the way you're supposed to think,
man.
Like that too.
I don't watch videos and they done told me the story about how right before they put you to sleep, they just gonna be in there talking to you. They gonna have an IV and they just gonna hit that button. And all of a sudden you gonna be talking crazy and you out of there.
Yep.
Man, I'm talking about, man. I'm sitting there every time the nurse come in, man. I'm shaking. They done left out. I'm about ready to cry because I don't know if they done hit the button. You know what I'm saying?
When you say they hit the button, what you mean like they hit the?
No, because they hit the button.
The anesthesia.
Yeah,
they give you anesthesia. Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
They put that dope in you, put you to sleep.
They said when you hit the button, what?
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, man,
they ain't hitting the button.
Man,
they just shooting the juice in you.
I'm in there trying to think about who finna hit the button.
No, man. They just finna spray you with that anesthesia
and
knock you out. He looking for the button.
I'm looking, B. I'm looking for all I know, when I looked over here, she could have popped it over there. All I know. You know
what I'm
Who gonna hit the button?
Who gonna hit the button?
Hey, bro, this thing I know, I just woke up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, when I woke up, bro. When I woke up, man.
God, dog, man.
Man, my kidney was gone.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
I'm talking about that's all I remember. Then when I woke up, man, the surgery had already went through. I remember Roy Davis, Bishop Davis, he was down there. He was working in there at that time, man. He came in. I told him, I said, man, go get my mama. It take my stepfather to tell this.
Shout out to Miss Shirley.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my mama, man. R.I.P. Mom.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
we love you.
Man, golly. I said, go get my mama. I want to see my mama. And I was high. I was high off that dope, man. I'm talking about they had dope milk real. I couldn't feel nothing
Yes,
really.
sir.
I believe that my kidney was gone, but I'm hearing them tell me. So I'm like, God, oh man, bro. I think the next week was probably the hardest week of my life.
Yeah, it was
No
hard
doubt
for you.
about it.
When I
There
came
was no
up,
doubt
boy,
about
you
it.
scared me.
Man,
No doubt about
bro,
it.
I thought I ain't think I was gonna make it, man.
Jane wasn't even hurting really.
No.
I went in Jane's room. Jane wasn't really hurting, but Shav was like, man,
Out of there.
Yeah,
Man, but they had
Out of
already
there.
told me.
Yeah.
They said he was gonna feel better. He coming down to my room and stuff. Man, I'm talking about my bottom half. My whole bottom half was paralyzed. So
No
I
movement.
and you know what I'm saying, they put you to sleep. So I couldn't my
Valve
intestines was asleep. So I couldn't pass gas. They said when you pass gas you're good. Other than that, everything just in your stomach. Man, bro, I ain't think I was gonna make it, man.
Wow.
I
Then
ain't,
you got to think about it like this right here too. He hadn't been through a surgery,
man.
so he was any little pain. He was hitting that morphine.
hurting.
Man,
Morphine.
morphine.
That's
Boy,
all
I
he
was
was
hitting
doing.
that morphine so much because it was
it's-
making me
it's-
feel better a little bit.
You know,
I
anytime
thought,
you do all that morphine, it stops you up.
man, I ain't had nothing but gas, bro. But I couldn't get it out. I couldn't get it out because I was paralyzed from my intestines on down, paralyzed. And they said they couldn't give me nothing to wake it up. It had to wake up on its own. So man, I remember they were coming down there to see me, man. I almost shamed let them see me, man. I was in such a bad shape. I couldn't do nothing. But man, shout out to everybody that supported me. I had a lot of support, man.
Yes,
we had a
sir.
lot of
Yes,
support
sir.
through that time in our life, man. And I just want to say, man, I gave him a lot of people. They know that I saved his life, but he also saved my life with overlooked people. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about this earlier. You know, James, you had to save my life, and I ain't gonna say much about that then. This is all I'm gonna say. I was drowning, and man, he reached down and he got me. The lifeguard was up there reading a book. I was literally drowning.
No doubt.
I was drowning, and he reached down and he pulled me out the water, man. And I was just thinking how strategic everything happens. He had to save my life then because he needed me to save his life
Later on.
down the line. And we ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't even know this.
No doubt about it.
Wow.
This just real story. So man, you know, after that, we recovered from that. A couple years later, you know what I'm saying, man, my little cousin sick, April McKinnon, shout out to April. April, she's sick.
Shout out to April.
She in the hospital at this time, and they called April back. She down there in Memphis, and they called the family in. Man, they called the family in, and we all headed down to Memphis. We down there all day. I'm talking about not my whole family, but a lot of us down there all day. You know what I'm saying? We praying, we walking. You know what I'm saying? We praying, we hoping April pull through. You know what I'm saying? Later on that night, man, the doctor give us a news that April didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Rest in peace.
yeah, rest in peace, little cuz. Saying April didn't make it. So April, my mama was standing on the side of the bed, and she was just looking at April. And this is after we had already got the news, and I asked my mama, I wrapped my arms around her. I asked her, was she all right? And she was like, yeah, son, I'm good. She was like, yeah, son, I'm good. So I asked Renee, because Renee and Emma had rolled with me. I asked Renee, was she ready? And they were like, yeah, we ready. We went to the house, you know what I'm saying? It was a long ride. We had just lost April. Got to the house, you know what I'm saying? Tired, sleep, you know, frustrated, all these different emotions. Cause we just lost April, so you know what I'm saying. I put lay my phone down, get in the bed, go to sleep. Probably about 3 o'clock that morning, 2:30 or 3. Hear somebody at my door, man. I'm waiting, God, I'm about to come see me. at that time of the night. You know what I'm saying? So my wife, she waking me up. At that time, we weren't even married. I go to the door. Police like, man, are you Chavez? Like, yeah. He said, you need to go check on your mama. We had just lost April, like 6-7 hours ago.
Earlier.
You know what I'm
6,
saying?
7
So
hours
here
ago.
I am grieving April, and they telling me, man, you got to go check on your mama. It's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Man, I flipped through the house, you know what I'm saying, running through the house. My phone dead, so I can't call. They been calling me, but my phone dead. You know what I'm saying? My wife, she didn't have her phone. I don't know what was going on with her phone at that time, but man, I just know I'm driving full speed. I can't see nothing but the road. Man, I'm like, and she on the phone. My girl, she on the phone with I think Pam or somebody. They telling her what's going on, but I don't know.
Right.
And she don't want to tell me.
Right.
So I'm basically wigging out. I'm like, man, what's going on with my mama? So she don't want to tell me. She back here crying. So I go, I pull up. We turned down, I think that's Walker Boulevard. And man, all I seen was a whole lot of cars, police lights. Man, we pull up to the stop sign, bro. And man, I ain't parked the car or nothing. I just left it right there in the middle of the street. Jumped out, man. I'm running down to the house. Man, I'm talking about I see all type of people out there. Everybody just crying. You know what I'm saying? I go in the house and man, I see my uncle and them, they in there crying. You know, we just lost April. You know what I'm saying? We just lost April.
Hours ago.
You know what I'm saying? Hours ago. And I turned the corner. I seen my sister on the floor crying, man. And mom was in her arms. And boy, man, that sight there, boy. I can see that like right now. Boy, that's the worst thing I ever saw in my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Boy, mama was gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I lost a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But boy, when mama gone, it's like, man, it's like, boy, my heart turned cold. And I end up, you know, I'm an artist, so I end up putting a song, write my feelings down. And I got my cousin Bilbo, and he came, he sung the hook for me. Chris recorded it, did a song called Gone Too Soon. It's dedicated to mama. You know, the first verse is like, it just tells what happened. It tells what happened. The whole first verse just telling what happened.
No doubt.
On my April past, you know what I'm saying, all up to me.
No doubt.
Seeing my mama gone. And then, you know, the second verse just saying how I feel. You know what I'm saying? No doubt to me, that's the hardest song that I ever put together, you know what I'm saying? But I had to go through all that pain to get it. So here it is, 7 months later, still grieving my mama. My mama, in April and my mama died together. Here it is, 7 months later, January the 2nd, April birthday. And man, I get a call from Mississippi. Now my dad and I died on April birthday.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Wow. So it's like hit after hit after hit. And man, boy, death is gonna be one thing that give you a whole different perspective on life.
Yes, no doubt about it.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anytime you experience somebody that's that close to you, you know what I'm saying? And me and my dad, we weren't even really that close until the latter years.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Man,
sir.
me and my daddy, we had started getting close like 3 or 4 years before he passed.
No doubt about it.
You know what I'm saying? But up until that, you know, me and my dad, we weren't really close. But he started coming down here every year.
Yes, sir.
Every year for 4 or 5 years in a row, he'll come down, and him and my little sister, man, shout out to my little sister. They'll come down and spend a weekend with us or whatever, and we just bonded. So now me and him getting this bond together. Now he gone.
Just like
You know what I'm saying? So, one thing about life, man, life gonna hit, and life gonna hit hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been, that's just a few of the things that done hit me. But everything that hit me, you know what I'm saying, it helped mold me into the person, into the man that I am now, to PreachBoi. You know what I'm saying? Now I got my own businesses. And I got a clothing line, you know what I'm saying? I'm get ready to push that back out there. I still do music. I'm the owner of Impeccable Cuts. Man, I got to feel the pastor of a church. I got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? I got six kids. I got a son that's 24 and I got a son that's 5 months, man.
Shout
you
out-
know
shout
what
out
I'm
to-
saying?
Look, shout out to the kids.
Man.
But you know what I'm saying?
present day.
Present
day.
Still busting lemonade.
You know, man.
Yes,
but
sir.
shout out to all my kids. Shout out to my wife. You know what I'm saying, man. You know, that's me in a nutshell, bro. You know, that ain't everything, but I think we done talked about.
We done got a good glimpse of you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Well, let's go to commercials.
awesome.
Then when you come back, you can close this thing out how you want to.
Facts.
All right.
What's happening, y'all? This your boy Ro. And this episode of RTB 870 is sponsored by Jacob's Lawn Service. We licensed and insured. We do commercial and residential. When you don't want to get out there and cut that grass, give your boy that cash. Hey, and we got affordable prices. We're here to take care of all your lawn needs. So give your boy a call at 870-740-8534. That's 870-740-8534. You dig?
We back.
PreachBoi.
Man,
PreachBoi, we
hey,
back.
Excited,
Hey.
man.
Hey, we back with PreachBoi, man.
That's gonna be your camera to look right into and tell us, sum it up. Basically, that's what we want to do. Sum up your life, man.
Man, let's do it like this. Man, life gonna throw you a whole lot of curveballs. I mean, it ain't gonna always be easy. It ain't gonna always go the direction that you expect for it to go, that you think it should go, you want it to go. But man, it's okay to get knocked down, man. The thing is, you gotta just keep getting up, and things will begin to happen, man. You gotta. I had to maneuver different. I had to move around different. I had to put myself in different positions, different circles, man. But man, I don't care what you've been through. You looking at somebody that did 8 years in penitentiary. I done lost mama, done lost daddy. Man, I done gave away a kidney. Man, I'm talking about, man, I done did a whole lot of stuff, man, but I'm still able to turn that into something positive, you know what I'm saying? Still able to evolve and be a better version of me every day. So if I had to tell y'all, give y'all some advice, man, every day strive to be a better you. Use everything you've been through to push you forward, make you want to go harder. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, man. That's the life of PreachBoi.
That's a lot of PreachBoi.
Life of PreachBoi.
PreachBoi.
Shout out to PreachBoi.
Win this thing.
You got you one day. You got you a story,
Did a
though.
great job.
You got a
man.
hell
got
of
a
a
story,
story,
dog.
man.
Awesome
We gonna
story.
get out of here?
Man, I guess so, man. It's a lot of things I wanted to say.
Man,
We gonna go back to him. I guess we're gonna have to do a part 2 because you got a hell of a fine story, man. I appreciate you sharing the world, man. Letting everybody know inside of PreachBoi, man.
Drop the track.
Already, man.
For sure, man.
Drop the track.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Hey,
Come on, man.
yeah, it's your boy, Ro.
Man, it's your boy PreachBoi Spann.
Man, it's your boy BB the Motivator.
And I am JR, a.k.a. Mr. Rogers.
And you are
Tuned in to Real Talk Barbershop 870.
Yeah. Yo.
This episode of Real Talk Barbershop 870 is sponsored by
None other than G's Place. Have you tried the hot honey gold hot wing and the hot honey gold chicken strip?
We can't forget about them catfish fillets and them catfish steaks.
G's Place, one of the best places you can come eat in Blytheville, Arkansas.
Come on down and see them at 561 North 10th Street in Blytheville, Arkansas, right across from the Blytheville High School.
Or give them a call at 870-281-2005.
Give it to them one more time,
That's
Motivator.
870-281-2005. 2005.
Come on down and check out G's. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.